Minecraft has gotten too easy. The Ender Dragon fight is just a pushover now. I think you can even beat it in less than 1 minute, so I decided to beef one up and put my audience to the test in hardcore. They'd have to use all their Minecraft skills and knowledge to prepare for the fight of their lives. So naturally, they did nothing of the sort and just started a cult. Now that may have been my fault, since I didn't actually tell them the fight was harder than normal, and only explained that they had 1 hour to prepare, after which they'd all be teleported to the end. I had destroyed all the end portals, so the only way to the dragon was through me. As the livestream started, it was one magic command that opened the floodgates, and players began to pour into the bedrock box I had prepared to house them to keep the chaos down a little bit at the start. What do I think about your skin? You're canonically dead? Oh, look at that! That's a cool skin. I like that. I like the mask. It reminds me of the old, like, Grim Reaper skin. Is that a Carpet King? Are you wearing a Calamitous skin? That is a very nice Calamitous skin. I love the skins here, man. What should I give you guys? I should give you guys something. What do you guys want? People in the bedrock box. What do you guys want? I'm gonna just torture you guys. You want diamonds? You want starter tools? Diamonds? PvP on? Never. Alright. I have 1 piece of bread. Everyone gather to the center. Everyone gather to the center. I'm not going to drop the bread if you're not in the center. No, you're moving away from the center. You're doing the opposite of what I'm telling you to do. All right, that's enough people in the center. I'm going to drop this bread in. You guys have requested food. I'm going to drop it in, okay? Whoever gets the bread is the bread king. Who got it? Who got the... The sound of all of you guys starting to punch each other. Little did I know that bread would become a pretty big deal later on in this story, and I never did find out who the Bread King was. Speaking of food, people were getting hungry and tired of their imprisonment inside the box. So, with a vague warning towards the difficulty of the fight, I unleashed my would-be cult onto the unsuspecting world. I know people have been dogging on me for giving you guys an hour, but you guys are gonna need it, okay? Just a hint, you guys are going to need the hour that I have given you. The box is open in 3, 2, 1. You have an hour. 1 hour to prepare, and I will teleport all of you into the end dimension, where you will have an Ender Dragon fight like you have never had an Ender Dragon fight. How did someone explode already? How did someone immediately die? Who was that? Wildcat Muffins, how did you do that? How did you... That was... Yeah, that early death was not a good sign for the competence of my audience, and honestly was a great foreshadowing for the rest of this event. As players began to access trees and wood, the cult of crafting tables instantly grew. Look at all the crafting tables. Oh my gosh, I spot 3, 4, 5 crafting, 6 crafting tables. 7 crafting tables. Stone Age achievements are flying in the chat. This is amazing. This is amazing. As the tables covered the world, people even began to make a house out of the block, and even left an encouraging message that all should heed. Wow, what is this? Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I wonder how many crafting tables are going to be here. The House of Crafting ever expanded, and so did Spawn. But already my subjects were causing havoc and sin. Who's leaving? Okay, which one of you is leaving 1 log in the trees? Because I will ban you, myself. But they quickly made up for their floating trees with more inspirational signs, and the second unfortunate soul bit the dust. Food was becoming a terrible struggle, as most people had starved themselves by running around the box, and there wasn't much of a food effort going on. But after some begging, praying, I caved, and the cult of bread really started to begin. Oh my gosh, people are already struggling with food. But it's only cobblestone. The only thing I'm seeing created is cobblestone. Although I do see some food. Should I give people some food? Should I give people a little bit of food? What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should give everyone a single piece of bread to ration out to your teammates? Food? Need food? Okay. Alright, everyone. Bread. There you go. There you go. Your benevolent God has graced you with a piece of bread. Enjoy it. Enjoy it thoroughly. see, Lenio, these prayers, I'm into it, okay? I like that bowing in front of me. Now looking back on it, the cult was probably my fault since I did kind of call myself God, and I encouraged prayer, but I mean, come on, it's their fault. They're silly little guys. I had no hand in the brainwashing or silliness of my players. I'm a very good God. I mean, content creator. It was early on, but I began to wonder when we would see our first set of diamonds. But while checking the achievements in chat, I saw that someone had already found them. A player named White Tiger had already found nearly a full set of diamond armor, just missing the pants. That is 17 diamonds in 7 minutes. Honestly, it's kinda sus. And so I checked the replay files, and yeah, White Tiger, you're a rotten cheater. I wonder who's gonna be the first to get diamonds. I'm seeing a lot of acquire hardware. Wait, someone's already got diamonds. What? How did you get that many diamonds? Hold on. How did you do that? Did you get them all from this thing? That's incredible, man. Shame them. Shame them in the comments for their cheating ways. But back at spawn, the good player's worship of myself was thriving, and people began to starve. Yeah, and pray for bread. So, you know, starving bad, praying good, and they were building monoliths to my name, monoliths of my name to my name. Very literal of them. However, I was sick in real life, and I needed to take a quick break to take care of myself, so I left the viewers with some definitely not propaganda. And if you do want to be a part of these events in the future, then heed this sign and make sure to subscribe and join the Discord. 10 minutes of the player's time had already passed, and it seems like they'd done little to prepare other than just kind of worship me. A few stray people had found their way into villages and mine shafts, but most people just chose the path of piousness or crime. And as night fell, it was pretty impossible for all 52 players to make it to bed, but worse than the dangers of the night was Stamio, another content creator joining the server who called me a stinky goober. Ban Stam from the server, he called me a stinky goober. What was worse were the floating trees that Stamio was definitely leaving in the 2 seconds he'd been on the server. I tried to sentence him to chopping the trees eternally, but apparently he had to quote-unquote work in quote-unquote real life and was just quote-unquote stopping by. Yeah, a believable story. Well, he had enough time to slight me even further by staining my world with a sign so vulgar that my editor has to blur it out. But he did leave a nice one next to it, so it kind of canceled out. I don't know if I'm that good of a god. I think Spawn's a bit of a mess, and a lot of people seem to be naked and hungry. While that was true, they had left me another shrine, so at the very least, I was good at being worshipped. Electric Stick, Overlord and Savior, D-Jojo, and Copper Block. As the night progressed, people actually seemed to be surviving decently well. There was even a bee house being constructed. Are you housing a bee, Captain Waffles? That's incredible. But starvation ran rampant, and the farm was terribly slow. So being the benevolent god that I am, I gave everyone another piece of bread to ration. I think people are due for another piece of bread. I think people are due for another piece of bread. I think your prayers, quote unquote begging, they have reached my ears. I also tried sacrificing Stamio before he had to leave, but I think his powers of evil and chaos conflicted with my divine nature, and nothing I did really worked. Can I spare 2 seconds and sacrifice you? Yeah, I can sacrifice you. Stam, consider yourself sacrificed to the crafting tables. Stam? You survived? How did you survive? Oh, it's putting you on the bottom. Why? Yeah, you know what? I'll just smite him. You guys probably want to stand back. I would not stand right next to me at this moment if you don't want to die very painfully. Stam, I don't think they want you smited. I gotta be honest, man. I think they want you around. I'll take you to a remote location. This is my first ritualistic sacrifice. This is amazing. He died already? What killed him? Looks like one of my mods smote him for me, which is kinda overstepping if you ask, but you know, I let it slide just this once. Surely, my mods would not be abusing their power for the rest of this video. Ooh, and remember White Tiger from earlier? Well, he made it to the Nether under even more suspicious conditions than before. It was a terrible Nether spawn, but when I went to the overworld side, it didn't connect to a portal. White Tiger claimed to have built a portal in a cave, but after their previous crimes, I don't trust it. Back over at Spawn, a player named Looped Potato had inadvertently created a totem of tridents and had an epic battle with the baby drowned in order to obtain the treasure of the sea. It did not look like you got it. Ah, Looped, I'm sorry. Remember the bee house from earlier? Well, it had been built, and inside the bee was named Barry. Barry may not be a dragon-slaying hero, but he was a much-needed mascot and was absolutely adorable. So, I'd count him as being a part of the fight prep. Look at this cute little house! Oh, I love this house! Must have a flower in the offhand to enter, because it's the Barry bee is the bee. Barry bee. This is cute, man. I like this bee house. But one thing Barry was really not providing was food. So after definitely not inciting a bread-related chant, I blessed my followers with 2 pieces of bread for their beautiful worship of me. Can I get the chat filled with bread? Okay? Bread. Come on. Bread. This is bread. Get it. Bread. Fill it with bread. The more bread I see, the more bread you get. Yes! 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 Pray to me! Oh my god! This is so bad. Yes! Alright, 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 alright. You have earned 2 pieces of bread for your dutiful prayers. You guys are great at praying. I was a great god. And while I was being a phenomenal god, Barry was murdered. Yeah, a player named Rishi Peasy just walked into Barry's house and killed him with a pickaxe. I don't know what could have compelled Rishi Peasy other than the devil Stamio himself, but at the time the only evidence against Rishi was from word of mouth, so I tried to get Rishi to speak for themselves, all the while my followers called only for blood. Stand trial for your crimes before I smite you for killing Barry the Bee. What do you have to say for yourself, Rishi? The people demand blood, Rishi. Sit in your chair. You're standing trial for crimes against Barry B. I don't think Rishi has a defense, guys. Alas, Rishi was silent, for Rishi had no defense. The blood of Barry shone crimson red upon his hands, and though I should have spilt blood in turn, I favored mercy as I am a benevolent deity, and instead imprisoned Rishi in bedrock for all to see and ridicule. The people have spoken. You have been sentenced to the bedrock box for the murder of unarmed, well, I guess Barry was armed. It was in his own house. Rishi, I think I've made you the most popular person on the server. I gotta be honest. After all that, the people only had 30 minutes before their Ender Dragon fight, and although bread prayers and imprisoning murderers is fun and all, I really didn't think they'd be ready. The dragon, though, was already set in stone, and there was really nothing much I could do. You see, we used a plugin to beef up the Ender Dragon, and it kinda needed a server restart to update, and, well, we made the dragon pretty beefy. I'd originally been hoping for 100 people to join the server, so I kinda gave the dragon 10 times its normal health, and the crystals yielded so fast it was pretty much invulnerable while they were up. And, we added more crystals, they were harder to hit, yeah, they were all gonna die. But in a turn of good news, it seemed that Rishi had began to atone for their sins. Or so it seemed. See, Rishi knew I was a merciful god, a good god, and was playing on my love for my people, and began to act like he was innocent. His ploy worked, and I believed his lies, and freed him from his cold, but not so lonely bedrock capsule. Rishi, wait, Rishi, is this an apology? Hold on. We have an apology from Rishi. Rishi is showing remorse. Rishi is seeing the error of their ways. I think they've had a turn of heart. Didn't you kill the bee? Right? You killed the bee because it hit you. I saw you poisoned. Were you framed? Did someone frame Rishi? Have I imprisoned an innocent man? Have I gone mad with power? This is too much responsibility. Should we give Rishi a second chance? Has Rishi spent their time in jail? Yeah, free? Free Rishi? No, don't free Rishi? I'm seeing a lot, I'm seeing more yeses. Rishi? I free you. You're free, Rishi. You've been set free by the people. The stress of being an amazing god was getting to me, though all this diplomacy and smiting and killing, so, I decided to hitch a relaxing boat ride and admire the sunset across a blocky sea. You know, this takes the stress off of being a god. Look at this lovely ocean scene, by the way. Hold on. This is really nice. Upon returning to spawn, it really started to set in for me how poorly equipped my people were. Almost none of them had armor, and Barry 2 had already been killed. I had hoped that raising morale might get people to use their last 20 minutes wisely, so I dropped from the heavens to walk as a common man and observe the builds of the mortals. I'm gonna look around from the perspective of the common man. Real glow lichen. Wow. I thought that was fake. I'm gonna Arto make a roller coaster. Cool. I like this sign. I like this sign a lot. I like the 1 apostrophe at the end of it. I feel worshipped. Rate your house from 1 to pi. Well, I was gonna rate it a 1, mostly because it's not finished, but I like this frightening hole in the ground, so I'll give it a 2. I wonder what this is going to be. This stuff is rich, man. Roller coaster. Oh, that's the roller coaster. Awesome. I think you guys are focusing on the wrong thing, though. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think the server's having a problem. Oh, they're back. They're back. They're back. We're good. I love your little... Aw, this is cute. Do you have a minecart? Is there no minecart? Oh, there is? That looks fun. Can I, your god, ride the roller coaster? I would very much like to. Spiral, if you don't get out of the roller coaster, I will kill you. Oh, right, I could just make a minecart myself. I forgot I was god. Now we're good. We can both ride the roller coaster, don't worry. Well, no, you ruined it, April. This pleases your god. As a reward, I will give bread. I will give bread to the people. This pleases your god. They're rivaling my power by making bread? No, they can only make bread because of my power, Ford. It's kind of like the whole I gave them free will, so anything they do is technically, like, me. Unless I don't like it, then it's not me. That's some other guy. That's Stamio. Anything bad they do is because of Stamio. Anything good they do is because of me. That's just how it works. Alas, all good things end, usually in flames. The evil Rishi had returned, and this time somehow had gotten their bloody hands on a flint and steel. But this time around, my mercy had been spent. Uh-oh, flint and steel's I think... Rish! Your actions have earned you this smiting! You have been smote! Sacrificed for the greater good. I knew you were a bad egg. During all that messing around, though, it seems someone had gotten full-time in armor. The player Carpet King, whose skin I complimented all the way back at the start of the stream, was the lucky duck to claim the title as the bluest of them all. And I trusted them unequivocally, because anyone with the Supreme Calamitous skin is clearly a person of quality character. Aw, look at you grinding away. I'd expect nothing less from a Supreme Calamitous enjoyer. Common Supreme Calamitous dubs. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. While admiring some great art, my mods began to speak of revolution in the chat. I thought nothing of it, but soon after a piece of raw steak mysteriously appeared in my hotbar, it was time to investigate if my mods, the angels of this world, had fallen. Are the mods giving out raw steak? Audrey, be honest with me. We're lovers IRL. Did the mods give steak? If you rat out your fellow angels to me, I'll give you immeasurable power. One of my mods. One of my angels is about to fall. Ina, I heavily suspect you. Sakoki! It was Sakoki! It was Sakoki! Sakoki? Sakoki, I'm gonna do something to you. Sakoki, you are now immortal, and you will be forced to fight the dragon for me. You are now one of them, Sakoki. One of the masses. One of the bread beggars. Okay, that was mean. What? Oh yeah, I forgot Sakoki has console access. I forgot he has console access. He just re-opped himself. Right. Alright, well, you know what? He felt mortality. That's punishment enough. And though my mods often like to defy me, they have their moments. Especially this nice golden throne Ina made sure to show me. Whoa! Ina, you jump scared me, man. What is this? The Throne of DJojo. Ooh. Did you build this for me? I do like that. Did you make this? That's a lot of gold. With less than 10 minutes before the fight, people began to make their final preparations, which seemed to be writing my name in Deep Slate. I like the Deep Slate DJojo. I like that a lot. Keep that up. Keep that up. Everyone in the server, from 1 to 10, rate how prepared you think you are to fight an Ender Dragon. Okay? 1 to 10, how prepared do you think you are to fight an Ender Dragon? Oh my gosh, that came in a lot faster than I thought. Okay. How prepared do you feel to fight, like, an Ender Dragon, but it's, like, significantly more powerful than it usually is? Just hypothetically. I love your little dirt house, man. Whoops! I got kicked! I got kicked from my own server. Now the replay file has to save. Don't do anything crazy while I'm gone. Don't tell Joseph what. Don't tell Joseph what. What did you do? Joker, what did you do? There was a command block? What? Not sure what my mods were up to, but a great new business has arisen, a spyglass shop meant to help people see the end of the world better, which seems very popular with the doomed citizens of the world. Whoa! Selling spyglasses see the end of the world better. That's an amazing business model, Clay. Like, what's your price, Clay? I kinda want a spyglass. Ford! I say Ford! Ford! Get out of here, Ford! As time quickly came to a close, I offered a challenge to the surviving players. Do you guys think you're gonna be able to finish this sign to me in the next 2 minutes? If everyone finishes my name, like if we can finish my name before time is up, I will give everyone a golden apple. I will give everyone a golden apple if you can finish this shrine to me. And, well, I may have just gotten kicked from the server, but you're already invalidated for spelling my name wrong. You spelled it wrong. There's no E. I'm not giving you anything if you spell it wrong. Oh, the repair crew. Ford, you're interfering. DJojo the Aozoe. Tell you what. I'll give everyone 5 steak. I'll give everyone 5 steak for the valiant effort, okay? Yeah, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but with consolation prize in hand, it was time for them to face the final battle. Nearly 50 players versus an Ender Dragon with 2,000 health and loads more defenses. The time for battle was now. There we go. Welcome to a fight against my pet Ender Dragon. Oh my god, everyone's dead. That was a terrible idea. Now you might notice my pet Ender Dragon has a little bit more health than normal. About 10 times the amount of health that a normal Ender Dragon has. And you should probably destroy the crystals, since they heal him 10 times as fast. And yeah, this was going about as well as I figured. Tons of people instantly dead to beds, and I even think the recording started to freak out here due to all the nonsense on screen. Yeah, definitely want to apologize for the video here. I think Streamlabs couldn't handle the raw power of my pet Ender Dragon and the raw power of my bitrate. Oh, this is good. We got some people. I'd be careful, Bo. These can hurt you pretty badly. I don't want you to die. Oh, good job. Oof. Lot of Ender Dragon deaths. You did so much trolling. What are these crystals? They're cool, aren't they? These are all Sakolki, honestly. He did brilliantly with this. Oh no, someone failed a bucket clutch. Oh, there's another crystal down. Hog Ag is going hard. Hog, I would watch out. There are some arrows flying at you right now. Is this the last crystal? It is. It's the last crystal. Hog's gonna get it. My pet dragon is vulnerable. Now is the time. Yeah, this is gonna take a little while. Oh, look at this. We have the prepared crew. It's the people who prepared like I told them to. I told you guys. With the dragon finally vulnerable, you could clearly see how much adding 10 times health does. I mean, these are all very well-prepared people, and the dragon is just eating their sword hits. I'm also pretty sure very few of them had bows and arrows, so while the dragon was airborne, they were kinda just at the mercy of waiting around. Still, the players found ways to bring the shenanigans of Spawn to the end by means of just building a house in the middle of a dragon attack. And if you thought that building a house during the Ender Dragon fight was dumb, oh, don't worry, the collective IQ of my players was far lower. As the dragon perched for a second time, someone decided that just setting off beds on top of dozens of players was a good idea. Look at this thing, it's majestic. Oh, it's perching! It's perching! Prepared gang! Prepared gang, the dragon perches! Oops! Whoops! That killed a lot of people. Wow, you guys are chunking it. Look at it go! I like that Sprawl Fee is completely unbothered. Just sifting through the corpses of the dead. Oh my gosh, this is such a good perch. We're running, oh wow, we are running thin. Ooh! Oh! Oh dear. I think the bed strat just killed everyone. You'd think after the first bed killed a ton of people, they'd stop. But no, it takes 2 counts of mass homicide before my audience stops. And I call them brain cells. They're supposed to be smart. There seemed to be even more of a building effort, more houses, and even a purple hello sign had been created in the wake of this chaos. And kind of feeling remorse for my pet dragon, I figured I'd help the people out, drop some arrows on my followers, and even bless them with potions of strength, which I recklessly rained upon the survivors, and did accidentally manage to buff the Ender Dragon as well, yeah. Survivors get power! Oh, I think I hit the Ender Dragon. Uh-oh! I hit the Ender Dragon. Don't let it hit you guys, it's probably gonna kill you instantly. But while the fight raged above, its health nearing 0, I was informed of some secret underground End Island project. And folks, I'll give you 5 seconds to guess what it was. And you guessed it, another frickin' house. But this one was under the End Island and complete with trees, a roof, a proper build palette, there was a farm. It was really well done. You guys are almost, hold on. I'm told there's something underneath the End Island. Give me a second. What's going on? What? What? Wither and Lost are some of the most active members on the Brain Cells SMP. This is so on brand for them. I did not, how did you guys do this? But duty called, and the dragon's health waned ever further, and it was time to see this fight finished. Here it comes! For Barry! For the dead! No, I need the boss bar. Destroy the dragon! Yes! Nabla! Congratulations, Nabla, for the final hit. Ironically, I think Nabla killed like dozens of innocent people, actually dozens of innocent people with beds, but you know, whatever, we'll forgive his crimes. Congratulations, the very few of you who are still alive. And there you have it. You can get 50 people to kill a souped up Ender Dragon. All it takes is a bit of cult worship, some strength potions, and a truly staggering amount of manslaughter. This project was insanely fun to put on, and if you ever want to be a part of any possible future events, make sure to subscribe and join the Discord, link in the description. Thank you to my mods and my players for turning out and turning this nightmare into a reality. Thanks for watching!